Hey everybody, Aletha here. I am in my beautiful home. I'm about to do something completely led by spirit. And I want to talk about that, led by spirit. I know a lot of people has these rules and regulations, so YouTube might not allow this to be broadcast, or Facebook may not allow it to be broadcast. But I'm going to live my life and speak my truth and act my truth. So in this present moment, I am about to do a painting that is completely driven by intuition. And I'm going to show you how I do this, but you won't see my face. But I want to talk about led by spirit. This morning I woke up, and every morning for the past 7 days, I've been doing this because I've been bothered. There's an energy in the air that is disturbing, that is upsetting, that is hypervigilant. And this energy is a global energy that is coming on. And for healers like myself, when we feel that, we are called to root even deeper, to not dig deeper or isolate, but to actually spread our roots deeper so that it may be able to communicate to the other roots that are also digging deeper down to the earth's core. And so I am in connection with the spirits because I sat down and I meditated and I called in the spirits, my ancestors. I called in the angels. I called in Jesus. I called in all the shaman healers that have been before my time and are now here. And one of the magic is a woodpecker showed up this morning. And if anybody knows about the spiritual meaning of a woodpecker says change is coming. Good change and connection to creativity is the key. And when we connect to our creative side of our body and our mind and our soul, our subconscious, that is led by our spirit, our soul, our chi, starts revealing stuff. So I look forward to what's going to happen in this painting that I'm going to do for the next 45 minutes. What is going to be revealed? Now, when I do this painting, I start with just 2 colors and then I just breathe. Our breath is gold. And when we control the breathing to a slower pace, our heart rate starts to slow. And as our heart rate starts to slow, our brain wave starts to follow. Our brain takes command from our body sensation. And when we restore sensation back to our body, starting from our heart, commanding it from our heart to go down our energy centers and then up our energy centers, everything comes into alignment. So I look forward to this connection of spirit and what it's going to reveal. So I'm going to set my camera down. I hope you guys will be able to see everything. Let me see if I can do this right. Oh, let me see if I can do this right, guys. I don't have my glasses. Let me put my glasses on. That would help, huh? Let's see. It says, and the music is just as beautiful as that. So I'm going to set this down and just listen to the music and come into spirit. Come into the music. Allow the music to be a source of comfort for you. Let me just set this up right. All right. So become aware of your breath. Become aware of the power of the breath. The beautiful relaxation and communication with your body. And just breathe. What is your intention for today? What do you want to call into your creative space today? Today, I want to call in the creative power of writing. I would love to do 2 hours of writing towards my dissertation today. But before I do that, this is where I want to be, in the creative space of connecting and finishing the message that the woodpecker gave me this morning that says, tap into your creativity and see what is left to come. So let me set this up so that you can see. And I'll just give me a second here. All right, I think you guys should be able to see me very well from this angle. Any comments that you guys want to leave, I will have it show up. Just continue to breathe. And these are the 2 colors that I'm going to be working with today. And I don't know, I'm going to start light today as if in watercolor. And I'll see what the message is today. This is mostly acrylic, but the message is really clear, to just let the brush do what it needs to do. Where it wants to go. You guys recognize that song? Oh, so when I do this, I just literally start with the first color and then I just let it go. Let it breathe into the canvas. Whatever shows up will show up. And I'm realizing that I don't have my painting apron on, gifted by Dr. Cece. And I love that apron so much. She is such a doll. Right now, it's funny because I can see the woman pelvic. That's what's showing up to me right now already. But let's see what it says. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna let it sit like that, put my apron on, see what shows up. Okay, look at that. So now, I'll take my other color. Just tap it in where I feel it should go. And right now, my emotion says I need to lay it on thick. And so it is being laid on thick. No agenda. No purpose. Just being. Just like the breath. Allow it to flow through your body, finding the areas that need you to breathe into it. If you guys notice, I'm using my hand. That's new. That's what it wants me to do today. Really wants me to incorporate the value of touch. And when I do my coaching events, I talk about touch therapy and the importance of touch. And we think that we need to get serviced. We need to go to a massage therapist or something to get touched. We forget that we can do it our bloody selves, you know? So we need to start empowering ourselves to say, okay, you know what? I want to be an active participant towards my healing. Active participant towards my healing. That empowerment is so, peace is so important because it's your mind. It's your mind. But I want to tell you, you have to command your mind with sovereignty, the sovereignty that you have to do what you needed to do. Remember when I said When you focus on your breath and allow it to breathe, it starts slowing down your heart rate. And as your heart rate starts to slow, your body commands the brain to go into relaxation. It feels safe. It feels like it can trust the body to do what it's supposed to be doing. So it sends that parasympathetic hormone in throughout the body. One cannot live without the other. So it is a symbiotic process. It's a symbiotic process. Just breathe. I have no idea what's showing up yet, but I'm just gonna let it do it. In my subconscious mind right now, I am focusing on what my intention is for the day, is to feel safe in my body, feel joyous in my body, that my creative expression when I sit down to write will come through. And as the spirits connected to me today with the woodpecker, I am connecting now to the universe, asking what else is the message that needs to show up today. So I'm going to push this back a little bit. I grew up with this music. My father used to play this music when he come from work, and he would just be in spirit, in connection with his own spirit, and whatever communications that needed to go on, whatever comfort that he was seeking would be revealed in body, in connection with spirit. And so I did not choose that music. I just selected soft music. And so that's what showed up. So it's, again, the synchronicity. The universe knew exactly what I needed, what I needed to pull from my memory. Remember, we already know the answer. The answer, it already exists. We just have to call it forward into our magnetic field of focus. So in this instance, non-reaction. What I remember about this music as I was observing my father when I was a kid, the non-reactiveness of his body, how he just relaxed, despite there was a several chaos going around him. He was troubled by finances. He was troubled by how is he going to support his family of 10 with the jobs that he couldn't get as a carpenter, because when he came to America, he didn't want to go back to school. He was only, I believe, he went to grade school. That was it. So him going to school for a trade to get a license to do something in America was just not something that he was willing to commit to. And so he used the skills that he knew, which was that of a carpenter, and he took out some loans, and he purchased these homes, and he tried to fix them up. Unfortunately, the financial part of paying the mortgage of these homes was not enough for him, and he lost most of those homes. And a couple of his kids tried to save him by purchasing a couple of those homes. But my father lived a very hard working life, and despite all that, he would come home and he would listen to this music. He would just listen. And connected to spirit, and I'm sure spirit was giving him the comfort that he needed, letting him know that all is well. You will be taken care of. Your children will be fine. And thank be to God that we are all fine. We are all thriving. And we are all doing well. Some of us have some minor health things going on, but we are all still well, thank God. And I feel him visit me sometimes. And I know people are saying, when you're dead, you're dead. My mom is one of those people, when you're dead, you're dead, you know? But I believe spirits visit and I feel them. It's not that I believe, I have felt it. I felt the displacement. One of them saved my life. I went through a period of my life where the things that were being done to me affected my honor and my integrity. And I was just mortally wounded. And that mortal wound told me that I was tired and I did not want to live. And I contemplated leaving this world by myself, not waiting for the natural circle of life process. And as I sat by the ocean, screaming to the Creator, an angel came down, and I can feel a complete displacement of space, like an eagle landed right next to me. Of course, I looked over and I was like, there's no eagle. So this strong force of wind that just came, and I heard the whooshing sound. Nothing was there, but I knew something was there. I knew an angel had landed by me. And so I started to just connect to that presence. And as I connected, it felt like my father. My father didn't say much. He just was present. He just had this gift of not speaking. His entire family was like that. Oh my gosh, I love them all. His entire family had the gift of just smiling and being silent. They knew the secret of the power of silence. Silence is so powerful. The space in between silence gives the opportunity for spirit to speak. And so I knew an angel was beside me, and I cried and I cried. And when I was done crying, I looked at it and I said, okay, I'm ready to go back. I'm over the crying. I just needed to be heard, understood, and supported by somebody who truly, truly was there for my highest good. Not somebody who wanted to use me, not somebody who had it out for me or was going to talk about me. Somebody who was just there to be there for me. And so that spirit provided that for me.
I decided to be quiet for a little bit, but I just heard what Spirit just said to me. Again, that space of silence, when you're in your creative space, you hear them speaking to you. So Spirit says, let go. It's time to not preserve the things that you possess, but to actually use them up. Use them up to their infinite potential. For instance, I have had this for probably 2 years now, and the Spirit just told me to use it all up. Out with the old, in with the new. So obviously there's going to be new opportunities for me to buy a new color, because a new color has already been created since this color came out. It's called Brilliant Purple. So the Spirits just told me, and it's so hard to get out. So I might have to even cut it. Yes, that's what I just heard. I just have to cut it instead of trying to. And again, here there's the wisdom that showed up. Instead of going into the direction that has been forced by the way this manufacturer made this tube, I have to get it out through here. And it's hard. The resistance is hard. And I'm thinking that's the only path to go. And as I was thinking, Spirit said, no, that's not the only path. There is another possibility. Cut it right here and then go from that point. So that's another wisdom that's showing up. Spirit says, when you feel the resistance, is because you're going through a path that is declared by somebody else. But let me show you another field of possibilities. And so I talk a lot about the field of possibilities, the quantum field. When we go into our creative space and use our imaginations and connect, the universe tells us that there is infinite solutions, guys. We just have to breathe and allow the space of silence to hear the solution. So I'm going to go cut this. All right. I look forward to seeing what's going to happen. And so, oof. And what I'm seeing already is that the colors are strong. And oftentimes, when the colors are strong, your subconscious is telling you that you have something heavy on your mind. Heavy. But while it's heavy, it's also showing that you have confidence in yourself. So right now it's saying, Aletha, you have something heavy on your mind, but you know that you can get through it. And that's exactly true. I have a lot on my mind, but I do believe in connecting with the spirit and allowing the spirit to guide me. I know that there are infinite possibilities, and my one forced in a direction that I think it's going, connection is not it. So yes, these colors are showing what my subconscious mind is saying, and I agree. I totally agree. And that very song that's playing, It Is Well With My Soul, gosh, it is so relevant to what I just said. I didn't even look at the similarity or the synchronicity of what I said and what was being played. So my subconscious mind again connected to spirit. The song says, It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. And it is. This person, I don't know if you know the story about the song, adversity, burdened during slavery. I'm sorry, not during slavery, but during the times when Blacks did not have as many rights as we have today. The song was written, and I'm going to talk about that story of that song some more. But I feel like I am done with what the colors want me to do, except that the red is calling again. The red is calling for, but I'm okay. I'm going to leave it. It says tilted. Got it. Tears from heaven. Rippled through time. I see. So now as I'm breathing and I'm waiting, my eyes are closed and I'm seeing the vision that my subconscious is revealing to me in the direction of what needs to show up next. Wow, powerful. And it says I can start, but then I have to let this dry. And so we'll go back to my talk to me and talking about what this process meant to me. Let's finish up this one part. So as I don't know, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just, the spirit just wants me to say ho, ho. I know in the tribal Native American language, aho is very powerful. So I don't know if that's what they're trying to have me say, but in spirit, the spirit is now singing in connection to spirit. And the thing about chanting, it allows your vocal cords to actually raise your vibration. It vibrates through your heart and it vibrates through the entire channel of your energy centers, all 7 of them. What I see is like octopus tentacles reaching across dimensions. So for me, I'm in between time. I see a couple of figures that are already showing up into the painting. Mm. So now what I'm doing is I'm literally seeing what is appearing. I see right here an animal spirit trying to show up. And over here, I see ego. I see people right here. And I look forward to seeing what else is revealed once it's dried. See an angel over here. Let's take a look at it some more. Did you guys see that? Hold on. So that was very magical, guys. Very, very magical. And I really do appreciate you guys being here. I'd love to hear um, what your experience was as you watched this, and also what you were feeling. Actually, if you close your eyes and listen to the music itself, what were you feeling? Also, if you opened your eyes and just glare away, far away, or freeze, or just pause the video on the mat itself, what are you seeing? So I'm going to end this live by leaving the camera onto the painting. It's not finished. It needs to dry. And then I go on to another stage, and I look forward to seeing you live, guys. Much love. Understand. Let go. The space of silence is powerful. Connect spiritually to mind, body, and soul, and know that ancestors, angels are with you. And fourth and final, words of wisdom. Change is coming. There are infinite fields of possibilities into the outcome of what you're asking for. Don't give up. Have faith. Bye, guys.